Alrighty. Battle plan right now. Clearly using ships built by other people that aren't built to mine, like this monstrosity here, was a mistake. Now, of course, I'm stuck upside down, unless I can jig myself around the other way. Maybe not. I don't know. But the battle plan right now is that, clearly, this is a mistake using someone else's ship, and I need to construct structures of my own. PCs don't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back to base. And we're going to go ahead and cut down the other ship the best we can to make ourselves just a simple scouting mining craft to go ahead and get ourselves a better grinder, a better hand grinder that is. So all we need is silver now. And then once we get that, we're going to go ahead and grind down the other ship and just make our own functional ships. Silicon. Not silver. Silicon. We're not going to take the time to go up those bloody stairs, which aren't even really stair blocks, it's more ramps. We're going to fly. Yay, fly. Now we're going to go over here and realize I never, ever ground this down. We're going to grind this down. Yay. Pink. Cool. We're actually going to hover up here really quickly. Look at this component. Does anything in there use silver? I don't think so. Maybe in that, I don't know, but you can't get power cells back. So let's go ahead and get ourselves over to that ship over here in the beautiful darkness, and we're going to chop this son of a bitch down. Aren't we? Hey, how you doing, you big son of a gun? Let's start on a new ship right here. Construction components. I need construction components to even start it. Cool. Awesome. Main storage, how you doing? Suck a dick. Take some construction components. We're going to take some metal as well. We're just going to leave it at some metal and construction components for now. Okay? I think that should be enough to start ourselves up. I'll put this in there. Cool. We're going to be having a thruster right here then. Yep, that'll do. I really shouldn't have done that. I should just get the basic shell in first and then put the rest of it together. Cool. Hey, cockpit, how you doing? Good, you got nothing in your inventory? That's good. You don't even need this camera anymore, do you? No, you don't. So let me grind the camera away. Give us some more useful components. Thank you very much. Ta-ta, off Vita. Zane, I'll fall down here, that's fine. I can still reach your flimsy, cocky face. Grumpy. And we'll move you and put you on top of that thruster we just put in. Very good. Awesome. Cool. And then to reach this, we're also going to need a construction platform. A very, very simple construction platform, but a construction platform nonetheless. So we're going to put that in there, and then minor interception, so we can't actually put it on there. Hopefully this will just be close enough to construct from, right? Yes, close enough. If not, we'll use that one. Right away, instantly, just look at it and it's like, yeah, this isn't working the way we wanted. There we go, cockpit right there. Flip you around. I believe the front is that way. Cool. Come on. This is very annoying. There we go. We still have all the components from the one we just cut down, so we can put it right back together right away. There we are. And then, do we have what it takes to make an air vent? I don't think so. I think what we need to put an air vent on a little tiny bit more than what we have right here. Well, that's fine. The next thing we're going to build is a large reactor for a small ship, and we're going to use uranium to power this small vessel, because unfortunately you cannot cut down the batteries. Otherwise, I might actually do that and then worry about a connector setup, but we're not doing that now. Motors and stuff, we'll get to that in a second. Also, can we put another one down here so we can actually have some... Yeah, this will really give us some height there, so we can work on it perfectly. Cool. What else do we need? Antennae, or... Oh, there's a vent right there. Cool. So we can take a vent off of this. My god, that takes a long time. I think this might have the build time of a large ship vent. What the frick? Let's look at this. Look at this. It's got some heavy components in it, and it's going way quicker. This, it's like, yeah, I got like a few things. 10 construction components somehow fit inside this thing. Lots of little nuts and bolts in the vent, I guess. Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Wow, that is not right. It's not right that a vent should be taking that long. Okay, cool, we got the vent though, and now we have ourselves the antennae. Gonna go ahead and plop these two things on there right away, I think. That is not centered at all. My god, that isn't even close to centered. Guess what? My inventory's about to get full. Son of a gun. But luckily, I think I can drop some stuff and it'll still be fine. So really quickly, I'm just going to put this in here as our sort of backup cargo container. Really, the one thing I should have definitely not dropped was the glass, because we know we're going to need that for the thing we're cutting down right now. And we'll cut this down. There we go. Place it back in at the correct point and build it back up. There we go. And somehow still quicker than that damn vent. Now let's go ahead and grab all of our components from here. And go ahead and we're going to place on an ore detector. So this is going to be a scouting ship. We're going to place on our vent, which we actually don't have down there right now. Vent, Vorbistu vent. Fine, type in the last two letters because I'm blind as a bat. I missed it, and I missed it, and I missed it, and I missed it. There we are. Got our vent, and now we're going to go ahead and place in one more thing that I think will be a very nice quality of life improvement. A light. Shame you can't just use small ship or interior lights on these things, since I think that would be a massive time saver half the time. There we go. So got our light, got our vent. Oh my god, we'll finish that in a minute. And we got our ore detector, which is somehow lost parts. We didn't pull an ore detector, did we? That was the other ship I was thinking of that we've already crashed. Cool. Or, no, it's just a detector. Aha, I have learned. I have improved. And remember, ore detectors for some odd reason require a motor. Haha. It's funny, they give you so many motors because they're one of the main components of actually building the atmospheric thrusters. So they give you a bunch of those. And I'll actually weld all this up to full. Cool. I'll weld that up in a minute. And of course, that thruster on the bottom. Awesome. So we got our large forward thruster. Going to need our hovering thrusters here in a second, but first we're going to actually add our Nope, that wasn't happening. Our reactor on, so that means we're gonna go ahead and that means we're gonna go ahead and that English I used there was just appalling. That means we're going to need to find the reactors here. Ah, we have found them. They're just a big ugly clump. So let's empty our inventory again. Awesome. And just cut out all these reactors. If memory serves, they were all empty. I'll double check real quick, though. Unless I can't find a connection port. In which case, cross your fingers, cross your toes. Oh god, let's hope it doesn't snow. Oh god, please no! Okay, cool. No, we just cut that off, but that's fine. What's this? There's a sensor on top of this for some odd reason. I never really checked its function. Let's go ahead and look at that. It's set to turn on and off the tools, it looks like, or off the tools. I guess it's a safety precaution, similar to the ship Scott has built in the past, where you have a sensor when you get near the ship to shut off the tools so you don't kill yourself. It's an interesting idea. I prefer the idea of just don't be incompetent. Turn them off when you're out of the vehicle, sort of thing. Use your eyes. And our inventory is about to fill up. And, yep, that's our inventory pretty much full. It's just gone red. So let's go ahead and run over here. And type in reactor, stick in a large reactor right to the back. Yes, the one port is facing backwards, so we will be able to access it. Very, very nice. Uh-oh, Sage is rethinking his design, realizing that he might have preferred this thruster to be facing the other way, which would require completely rebuilding the whole... That's not happening. We're going to make it work. Right? 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 Alright, there we go. I may have just ground it all down and built it back up, so I can flip basically that thruster so it's the other way. Yeah, I forgot to put the reactor back on. Also, my suit's now blinking at me saying energy low, but what's the point? If I run out of energy, well, we'll find out. I guess my tools will probably stop working. That's probably what'll happen. Reactor components, we need 95 of these. Yikes, you doodle dandy. We got 9. That's from grounding down 2 of those, so we're going to have to go ahead and tap into our actual supply to get some more. Also, an unfortunate thing is I just realized that refueling my energy is probably going to require me to sit in a seat, which is a bit silly. I really wish they had like a standing recharge point where you could just go and, well, click into it and get power out of it, or mobile batteries. That would be pretty nice too. What do we need? I thought we needed these. We did need them. We just need more of them. Great. They're great! Okay, what am I missing? And instead of just going back and grabbing stuff, we needed... motors. I'll just go ahead and keep grinding down these little tiny babby reactors, eh? There's quite a few of them here, actually, and I look about quite a few. Right. When your energy runs out, so does your flashlight. So the tools do indeed stop. Congratulations, we've proven that. Pretty obvious thing. Oh, God. Aha! I can cheat and use this to tell if there's a drop. See? There. Obviously, the drop is right here. So you can find the edges. Ah. Let's get some power back, shall we? Before we just go ahead and walk off the edge like an idiot. And it does appear that our actions over at that facility, you can barely see a little tiniest bit of light from it, did indeed save us any trouble, as we have not been attacked once. So, it looks like that plan did work. Unless the devs completely removed, like, the attack drones. Or nerfed the pirate attack drones. There, you can see the thing. For some reason, when I'm in this, I can't seem to see that. Odd. Maybe it's because we don't have an antenna, but still very odd. Okay, dokie. So, got our energy back, got our flashlight back, we can continue working, and we were in the process of grinding down these reactors. So let's get back to that. And continue to hold our, well, not hold our breath, we don't want to hold our breath, then we might suffer from oxygen starvation, but continue to hope to God that when we cut these away, we will not find inside them uranium and instantly destroy said uranium, because of course we're holding a grinder, which, if memory serves, a grinder can indeed destroy some components. Oh look, we can do a double check right here. Look! No uranium in the whole damn thing. A completely empty structure. See? None. Cool, so now we can grind without any fear of damaging said components. And we'll get an awful lot of, about half of the, reactor components we need from this, too. As well as a fair few large steel tubes, we'll get enough metal grids, and I think construction components. Not sure about steel plates, though. Just to finish that one thruster. And then what I'll simply do is, well, not the thruster, but the one reactor. But then what we're going to do next is go ahead and start grinding down all of the, other thrusters on this ship. So we'll have those, and of course we have our gyroscopes dead ahead of us pretty much right now, right there. So we will cut them off without any worry. Hilf mir bitte, meine Mutter, wo bist du? Hilf mir bitte, meine Mutter, wo bist du? Alrighty, so now, yeah, it got us a fair few reactor components. We still need, well, 70-ish, but, that's not too bad. I think we only have 25. That's not good, is it? I might have to find a backup plan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Still gonna fall short. Oh, shit. I mean, I guess in theory I could have used small reactors. How much power do these things take? I do not remember. Well, since it looks like getting enough reactor components isn't going to be as easy as I thought, we're going to have to settle for small reactors. Which shouldn't actually be too bad, considering that dinky ship there could function on like 2 or 3 batteries or a bunch of little tiny babby reactors. I think we'll be alright. All we gotta do now, though, is put them in a position where we're going to still be able to access them. So I think my battle plan for doing that is actually going to be something like this. And we're going to finish up some of the ones on... Interesting. The small reactors appear to require motors, whereas the large ones I don't think did. Anyway, we're going to finish these up. Right, like so. Cool. And then we're going to put in a 4-way joint right... Oh, actually, we'll probably leave it open just so you can... so you can reach in between the thrusters once they're finished. Now, something wonderful I just noticed while working on this is look at my welder. Look, see it's in my hand there? My hand seems to be floating. It's not attached to the bone, apparently. And then when I do that, it seems to have its own animation of just floating through my hand. As I said, the only mod I have on this world is my camera overlay mod. It's the only one, so looks like might be a bit of an issue there. Okay, let's go ahead now and do this, and this. So we have a connector coming down here. I shouldn't have welded that up, but whatever, I have done now. And fly up just so we can reach that. We got enough hydrogen to do one little flight. We'll remove that. We'll put in our other thruster that we're going to be having in right here. Cool. Does that look about right? Yeah. I really hate the fact that they have a bit of an edge on these, so the intakes are slanted. I guess it kind of makes sense if you put two like that, so the air will still come in through somewhere, but eh. Cool, we got that now. What else do we need? We got our reactors. Can we still reach those like we planned? I think so, if we jump at the right angle. Yep, there, I could reach one, so we'll still be able to power those up. What else do we need? What else do we need? Else. What? We're going to need the thrusters to keep us aloft. And how many large ones? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got enough, I think, to get most of it done. We can also start cannibalizing the ship we crashed out there in the boondocks. What else do we want to put onto this? We're going to want to put on an antennae. So there we go, our antenna. We're going to use a small steel tube, but luckily we know exactly where we can get the components for an antenna. Back here on the antenna we added to this ship. So we can just pop this off right quick. There we go. And I didn't cut ahead there, what are you saying? And then we can plop it on here, right, like so. Awesome. And then we're, of course, going to have to use this ramp to get up there because, yeah, I don't want to waste the fuel, and it's going to take more than 2 seconds. There we go, see? Only 2 seconds, not more than. What was I thinking? Okay, there we go. Let's also go ahead and look in production again, just to double check, because I think I've just realized a serious problem that might befall us. Yes, we need to find cobalt as well as silver. And then welders also need cobalt. They don't even need silver, apparently. Okay, that one does. Great. Okay. Cobalt. Cobalt. If we get super duper lucky, platinum too, eh? Cool. We got our antenna in, we got our reactors in, we got some of the base thrusters in for our forward and backwards. Now we need left and right, as well as down, which will also act as our hovering thruster. And our down thruster, I think we could put it right here. If I can remove that, rejig this. A lot of rejigging. It's a lot easier to rejig in space. And of course, a higher build, not build speed necessarily, but well, yeah, build speed. But, well, once I get this set up, we shouldn't have to worry about rejigging too much again, ever again. Why can't I place this now? Oh, because it needs to go one more block over, of course. That's would be why. Execute dandy. Oops. Wow, that one's black. Why is that black? That build model must be broken. That's not good. Let's hope the whole block isn't broken. And by broken, I mean like the texture's not being loaded in, I'd say, because that is just pitch black. Finished model works, though, so we're good there. Thank the maker. That would have been very bad. Do I like what I've done there? I don't think I like what I've done there. God dang it, so used to rebuilding and dream. There we go. I think that will work better now that we have this sort of backwards L joint. Almost a J. Because now I can go ahead and have our thruster down here like we did before as soon as I remove this again, because I keep having to rebuild it to get back up there and keep working. So yes, there we go. We want our thruster... Is that actually correct? Yeah, that looks about right. Like that, and then we want another thruster right here, flipped like so. Aha! And we'll... like, no, what? Why are you rotating that way? It's not the way that button's supposed to rotate things. Like that, there we go, so that'll allow us to have thrust upwards, and now we just need the thrust for downwards, which, honestly, I could put right here as well, couldn't I? And that should be enough. And hopefully those little tiny reactors will be enough to handle it, and if they're not, then we shall all crash and burn in milliseconds. There, like that. Cool. Very odd structure, but should get the job done. Now I just have to have the fun time of welding it all up, and then we get all the wonderful tests, and hoping to God we don't instantly explode. Let's grind these things down and get what we need, and recharge our batteries. Scheiße, was ist das? 9999. Shit. I just broke something. Crap. Only just now am I realizing that maybe the amount of motors they gave you in your starting containers aren't really that much after all. Considering a large thruster, it's 144 of the buggers. How many motors do they actually give us in storage? Yeah, only 162. Building small ship structures and motors, I mean, that's not too bad, but my, oh my, if you want to go for the big hefty monstrosities, it does take a bit more, doesn't it? There we go. That's the whole ship built except for the gyroscope now. We'll grab one of those gyroscopes and stick it up behind it, and then we'll grab some reactor components. Not reactor components, uranium, and stick them in the reactors that we got there, and hope it's enough power. We should be able to do a proper test before we actually take off, too. Just by turning on thrusters and seeing if we run out of power when thrusting upwards. I'm pretty sure the one thruster will be enough to keep us aloft. Pretty sure. Could be wrong. Let's go ahead and put that in there again, so we can actually get up to where we want to get. Squeeze over here. Hello, place for gyroscope. Kindly place one gyroscope here. Thank you very much. And weld you up. Groovy. Done. There we are. And now we only need that wonderful uranium. one of those moments where if I did have a face cam, my eyes, they got a bit big. Alright, so you had no uranium. We double, quadruple checked that. Aha, you should have some uranium. There you go. You got 13 uranium just sitting there. It's more than enough. If we can just put a platform here. There we go. I keep having to build little platforms to get up the stuff. I don't know, I quite like it, actually. The idea of having to build stuff to get up to where you're working. There we go, another 5. Ah, right. Of course, they're not all connected, so you cannot simply pipe it through. To actually be able to reach each of the ports themselves independently, and not press L. I need to press K. There we go. Another 5 to you, dear friend. And the last one on the other side, which we'll hop around to carefully enough. Right there. There you are. Boop. Awesome. A bit of a faff, but it's done. Cool. So now we have our nice little ship here. The first scout. Oh, I didn't complete some things here. Why did I lose health? Of course, I lost health because I have my helmet off and there was no oxygen inside there. Let's finish that vent. Because I saved that because it just takes too long. I had a feeling that I was gonna pass out while building a vent. I'm overthinking everything. My mind's going to explode in a second. Thank God it's finally done. I freaking hate air vents. There, now I shouldn't die because we should be able to get oxygen from the outside since the air vent is set to depressurize. Let's pop that up to max. Let's name it the First Scout. And let's also do that in the information tab. First Scout. Cool. Let's save that. And let's do a quick save there. I'm also going to... Why did I lose health when I got out of that? I'm at 61% health. Helmet on, helmet off. Get in, fine. Get out. Maybe it's just a glitch. Maybe that burnt me? Doesn't seem likely. Cool, so let's just double check. We got our vent pointing up, vent pointing down, vent pointing back, vent pointing forward. We completely forgot about vents facing left and right. Shit. Oh, star-spangled banner for Bristol. I shall turn your shoes, I shall down your face. The gnomes are dancing. In your